Next, we'll hear arguments from Neal Katyal on behalf of the private parties involved.
Thank you, Mr. Chief Justice, and may it please the Court. Tariffs are taxes. They take dollars from Americans' pockets and deposit them in the U.S. Treasury. Our founders gave that taxing power to Congress alone. Yet here, the President bypassed Congress and imposed one of the largest tax increases in our lifetimes.
Mr. Katyal is correct. Tariffs include duties, which are a form of taxation, and specifically delegated to Congress in Article 1, Section 8, Clause 1. Congress shall have the power to lay and collect taxes, duties, imposts, and excises. So does IEEPA give the President the power to impose duties on imports, which he did with these tariffs?
Many doctrines explain why this is illegal, like the presumption that Congress speaks clearly when it imposes taxes and duties, and the major questions doctrine. But it comes down to common sense. It's simply implausible that in enacting IEEPA, Congress handed the President the power to overhaul the entire tariff system and the American economy in the process, allowing him to set and reset tariffs on any and every product from any and every country at any and all times.
I think Mr. Katyal is being a bit hyperbolic to claim that the President is attempting to overhaul the entire tariff system and the American economy. Still, I think there is a point when it comes to Congress speaking clearly when it imposes taxes and duties.
IEEPA is a sanction statute. It's not a tax statute where Congress gave away the store. Congress knows exactly how to delegate its tariff powers every time for 238 years. It's done so explicitly, always with real limits. IEEPA looks nothing like those laws. It uses regulate, which Congress has used hundreds of times, never once to include tariffs, and it lacks the limits of every other tariff statute. And that is why, even though presidents have used IEEPA to impose economic sanctions thousands of times, no president in IEEPA's 50-year lifetime has ever tried to impose tariffs. And the President bypassed statutes that do address tariffs, like Section 122 for large and serious trade deficits, but that imposes a clear guardrail, 15% cap, 150-day limit.
Again, the point is raised. Does the power to regulate include the power to tax? And what about Mr. Katyal's claims that Donald Trump bypassed statutes that include the power to issue tariffs? Were they left behind because they're limitations? And do their limitations add the power to tax onto the power to regulate?
This is Youngstown at its lowest ebb. If the government wins, another president could declare a climate emergency and impose huge tariffs without fines or without floors or ceilings, as Justice Gorsuch said. My friend's answer, this administration would declare it a hoax. The next president may not quite say that. This is an open-ended power to junk the tariff laws and is certainly not conveyed by the word regulate. I welcome the Court's question.
I almost think Mr. Katyal is being a bit hyperbolic again, until I remembered President Obama and Biden and their attempts to enforce carbon and other taxes in support of their hoax, man-made global warming schemes.